Ulan kneels down in front of Serafina, puts his hand on her shoulder, looks her straight in the eyes, and says, "I'm coming. There's no question about it. You're not going on your own."
Wilbur jumps down in a portable hole and takes out the chest with the gold.
Ooh.
I'm just saying, Aaron has 300 something gold on him that is party funds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, but we still have like 16k. Or
Well, why are you taking gold out of the hole? Is it so that you can have it with you, or...?
no, I'm gonna see what I'm going as I open the chest and start putting like 300 gold pieces in one of his pouches and hand it over to Ulan and Serafina. I don't know how expensive it's over there and how long it's gonna take us, a couple of days, but this is what you're getting as travel funds. And if you need to get some researchers or help or anything, just use it, okay? You can say this as he looks around the rest of the guys. You can say that this is coming from my funds, okay? Of the part.
Well, we'll work it out later on. We may not even spend it.
You don't know what you're gonna need, so at least have some.
Could you pass me the dragon magicite as well? Actually, we probably got that out already, didn't we? To show it to Mary?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going like
Alright.
it's on the table.
And there's boxes magicite as well.
Yeah, but that's in the hole.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
leave the creative magicite. We don't need to worry about that. But
About the stone, you may want to take that to the college.
yeah, that's why I said to pass it to me.
I walk up to the table and take the stone.
And I take the 300 gold.
And Wilbur puts back the chest like he will speak when we're on the road about how much we're gonna spend on contractors.
Okay then. So, you've decided on your arrangements.
Before we teleport away, though, is there any unfinished business that our party has with you? Like, I don't know, some magicite stones that someone may have left without any of us knowing.
I don't believe so. The
Do you have any idea where Velis is right now? Have he contacted you after he left us?
I wouldn't have thought so. If you did desire to find me, I've been here for so long, and
Oh man, so we don't even get the magicite stones he stole from the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
Bastard.
the
Well,
one
if
stone.
we do contact you or give it the slightest hint where you are, we have some questions to him and may want to speak to him. Anyway, we need to get off now, and you need to get off.
As
Right
a note
now
for
also.
those that are travelling, do speak to Swanhild, even if it is in passing. She will have information about those that you had heard and the necromancer.
We don't know how long we're gonna need to stay, but we may leave her a note to get to King's Arch and meet us there. Anyway, let's get going, as Wilbur basically takes the portable hole and it says to Ulan, is it okay for me to have it now? For now at least.
If you get into trouble and you end up dying with my hole, I will find you and kill you.
If you end up dying and don't teach me how to speak Draconic, I'm gonna find you and make you come back and learn me to it as it closes the fold.
Don't worry, Ulan. If someone's going to kill him, it'll probably be me.
I find it's stupid, but I'm gonna. I take a bottle of ink from my backpack and reaches towards Wilbur. This is yours.
Oh.
He takes it, looks away and puts it in a backpack, and does not at all brushes his face off. As he puts it in a
It's
backpack.
yours.
Yes, it is, but
Oh.
he as the glance, he didn't know what it is.
And I hand over the map that we have updated with the markings in the jungle, so they can find their way. Whatever.
Well, Aaron does have a scroll case, right? So
I will give you my scroll case to put the map in. And I will say, I will want this back. Why are we acting as if like we're about to go off on a suicide mission?
Yeah.
You're literally going to the
We're
safest
going
We're
place.
going to the library. I
Well,
mean,
wasn't the map also of the continent-ish?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna
it
use
was
Yeah.
of this side of the continent.
So
Yeah,
that
we're
was
gonna
more
use it.
for here, so you can find your way.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he takes it, and he puts it on. You know,
yeah, the map of the continent is Ulan's map.
I want to give it back. I don't.
Oh, you'll,
Fuck
you'll
it! I can't come up with a comeback, and Wilbur just walks out of the room. Like,
Sorry, where is he
really
going?
flustered. Yeah, he just walks down the tower, and sits down outside the tower.
Is
like,
someone,
waiting for people.
is someone going to go get him? Or actually, never mind.
So we'd appreciate if you could transport us to Cliffridge.
Of course.
I think we're done arguing and protesting now, right, Serafina?
I'm not saying anything.
Did not even make a pouty face. Oh.
No.
She stands up from her chair. Alright then. Brushes herself off. This is unorthodox, but she pulls out a stone from one of her drawers, which is quite large. It's like an Easter egg size in one hand. Stand next to each other. Hold hands if you want to. Doesn't really do anything, really.
It's the smallest and the tallest.
Yeah.
She stands next to both of you. Take a breath. This will be rather quick, as the stone glows.
Beam us up, Mary.
As the rest of you in the room see them flicker for a second, and the rest of you see the stone dim down.
Was that like end of adventure style?
You two though feel the sensation of literally you standing and then jumping to like 100 miles an hour, and then you see rushing visions of buildings, trees, hills, waterways, and then you're standing in a room. Quite a nice room, wood planked walls, windows closed. Actually, there is no windows, and a single door to the far end of the room, with very little magicite light coming from different points of the room.
I guess you're taking us now.
Yeah, why not?
I'll look to Ulan, see if he's okay.
Ulan is just gonna quickly check that all of his extremities and genitals are attached.
Yeah, you seem to be intact. Looking at the ground, you see a very quick shimmer of what looks like a glyph in the floor, and then it fades.
Get
On your
Ulan-
lead then.
Yeah, I will walk over to the door and open it, and what is on the other side?
It's unlocked, so you open it. It's quite a stiff lock, but it opens out into a bright white hallway of what seems marble stone. And it's kind of funny. You kind of seen this stone before. This is the same elven stone you'd seen in the temple, or ruined buildings. And this looks like it's been maintained, and it's beautiful color with its shimmering lights of different colors in between the stones. And it's far higher than you would have imagined. It's like 60 foot high, and it just keeps on going in one direction, and there's multiple doors on either side, in front of you, and to the left and right of you. And looking around, there's people walking around. People in robes, with some people with hats, some people without, with bags over their shoulders or carrying bags, all just walking past you, taking very little notice of you two just standing in the doorway.
Excuse me, and I try to stop the nearest one.
Hi. How can I help? Have you been here before?
I haven't, actually. Can you tell me where we are?
You're in the Grand Arcanum College?
Oh.
Why? Did you knock your head on something? Did a spell go wrong?
No. I actually don't know who to talk to but Mary from Cliffridge, goddammit.
Meadowside.
from Meadowside sent a message here some time ago that I would be coming. Who should I talk to figure out who I actually should talk with?
Well, if you're here from a recommendation from somebody, you probably want to see the headmistress. She should be in her office upstairs. And he looks to the left and right. Go to the end of the hallway. There's a stairs, and that should take you upstairs. It's top floor.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. Hope your magic guides you well. And he's just starts walking in the opposite direction. Adjusts his bag on his shoulder. And you guys walk in that direction, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay. And walking through this hallway, it's such a grandiose hallway, it's ridiculous. The walls themselves have openings, but they're not windows. It looks like it's just more of the magicite stones lighting up the hallway themselves from high. It's like 30 foot, meaning most of the lower floor level by the doors is actually pretty dim. But you go down to the whole end, which is quite far. It's almost 160 foot at least, as you keep on walking past multiple doorways. Some of varying sizes. You're reaching the end, which opens up into a round chamber. And on the far end is not really a staircase, but looks like just a platform on an elevated stair platform with a singular stone in the center of it, with a kind of just a small little pillar sticking up to about chest height.
For a normal person?
For a normal person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neither of us are normal person sized.
Yeah.
Nope. And you see a few people actually getting off of it and walking in various directions.
Magic! So much
Getting off it
magic.
isn't they just appeared out of nowhere?
No, you only saw it from a distance, but it looked like it actually was a platform that was dropping down. And
Oh my god, it's a magic elevator.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm just gonna look at Serafina with like the biggest kid in the candy store look ever. And then, like, I'm gonna hold out my hand to her again to see if she takes it.
I take it.
And we're gonna run to the lift.
And everybody's staring.
Yeah, everyone's staring. You do hear someone say, "Excuse me, no running in the halls, please."
Sorry.
I pick up Serafina and we walk at my normal speed.
Thank you.
And then when we get on the thing, Ulan's just gonna stand there, kind of like fidgeting with his tail twitching excitedly and stuff.
It's currently not moving.
The stone.
I'll give you a boost so you can reach it.
I'll touch the stone.
Okay. You feel a draw of magic from your hand towards the stone, which lights it up briefly for a second, which then lights up the secondary stone on the floor of the platform, which then just buzzes with a brief hum and then starts lifting off. And you start floating on this platform as it rises up into what could be considered a tube, basically, lifting up through the ceiling. You go past 1 floor, 2 floor, 3 floor, 5 floors, 6 floors, 7 floors, 8 floors, 9 floors.
Did she say the top?
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's a lot of floors.
You get to the 9th floor, which stops automatically because it's the top floor, and otherwise you'll be crushed. Automatic mechanisms, very handy. Which opens up again into this round chamber, but it's a lot smaller than the ones that you just stepped from. It's.
I pick up Serafina again and we step off the elevator really quickly, just in case.
Okay. It stays where it is for about 20 seconds, and then slowly descends down the tube again.
I look at it. I wonder how we get down again.
You say that, and you notice on one side of the platform ridge is a stone, also about chest height.
Oh.
Can I peer over the edge once the lift has gone down and like estimate how deep?
Give an intelligence check.
This will go well. Oh, actually it did.
Yeah, that went pretty well. Almost, because it was 9 floors, and each floor was roughly about 30 foot high, but then each other one at the bottom was 60 foot high, so
we're like 200 foot up.
Yeah, but you can't tell because there is no windows you've been able to look out. But on this top floor, there's natural light coming through, so there must be windows somewhere. And you do notice there is some stained glass in the ceiling of this this floor. So you must be on the top floor. And what are you gonna do?
Look for a door.
Okay.
Hallway.
Yeah. This chamber is smaller, but you can see there's one singular hallway, which seems to be the only direction. There is 2 doors on the left and right, but that seems to be it.
Is there any writing anywhere?
Not from where you're standing. There seems to be some type of plaque at the far end of this chamber, next to the hallway.
I guess I'll point it out to Serafina and just kind of like shrug.
You go walk up to it. It seems to be just a naming plate which has an arrow pointing in the direction of the hallway with headmistress's office.
Oh, that's the way.
I will go back into bodyguard mode and follow along.
Okay, you go down the hallway, which again has a few more doors, but less than the other floor. Only 3 doors on each side. You go to the end, which leads to a grand two-panel door, which is currently closed.
I will knock.
Enter.
I will open the door.
Okay, you push open one of the doors, which doesn't creak at all, it's just silent, pushing it open, and leads into... you actually have to cover your eyes for a second because it's bright light as you open into a open chamber, which looks like it's a completely... it's strange. It reminds you of an office, but then you look around, but there are no walls. And looking out, it looks like you're looking at the sky.
Wait, is there a wall that the door's attached to?
There is a wall the door's attached to, but apart from that, no other walls. And then looking directly in front of you, you see one reasonably large desk with a single person sitting in quite a grandiose chair, which reminds you of some ridiculous elven architecture.
I will walk into the room.
I will follow.
Hello there. Are you here for something?
I'm Serafina Weatherby. Mary from Meadowside should have written a letter about me.
Oh yes, yes. Maribel, I have yet to hear from her for so long, and her recommendation was a pleasant surprise for me to hear from.
Well, it's tough times in Meadowside at the moment. So you will have to excuse her for not being in touch.
I see. And why is the reason you came here? She was very little in the details.
It's because she doesn't know all the details herself, because I have been sparse about sharing the details of this specific problem.
Well then, if you are here, I can assist you. This is the best place for all magic, so I would hope I would be able to help.
I hope so too. So I do hope you will introduce yourself so I know what I should call you.
Of course, miss. I am the mistress here. I am Madame Cathix.
Madam what?
Cathix.
Could you spell that?
Kathix.
Kaat.
IX.
Okay. And she was human female?
Human female, dark skin, from what you can tell, with dreads. With delicate robes of multiple colours of dark reds, gold, blue around the waist, and multiple decorations on shoulders and hair. Well now, please step forward so I can have a look at you.
I guess I will step further.
And she stands up as well, so you can get a better look at it as well. And it is mostly afternoon now, going into evening. So the sun is actually starting to set, but it's west. Yeah, so it's actually directly behind her.
Can I look behind us at like the door and see what's going on? Is it?
Yeah,
Does it
you
just
can peer
look
in.
like there's a whole like load of the towers just not here, or is it like some weird enchantment thing?
You can step in and have a look. And you can give a perception, I guess. Yeah. She steps around from the office as well. 16, yeah. From what you estimated from being 200 feet up, you must be really high up for this vantage point. So looking across, this is the tallest point of whatever building this is. This is basically you being on a rooftop, and doesn't seem to be of magic. It seems to literally be an open bound office. However, you do see the odd shimmer where the floor ends.
Is it similar to how Seraphina's magical hut thing looks?
From what you've seen from the magical hut, this is of similarity. Yeah.
So like a kind of a shimmery force field thing.
Mm.
Cool.
As she steps up to you, now tell me the problem you've been experiencing. As she has to bend down as well for you, so she kind of gets onto one knee.
I shortly look back at Ulan before I look back to her.
I will give her as reassuring a smile as the Dragonborn can manage to achieve.
And she does seem pretty old as you get a look at her up close. She seems to be probably in her late 50s, maybe 60s.
I very recommended you because I thought scrying a stone, a scrying spell, goddammit, might be the simple solution. But a few things have changed since I asked her, so I'm not sure about that anymore.
Well then, do not hold back. What are these details? I can do little without information. That is the source of all wizardry. Knowledge.
You wouldn't perhaps know an entity that calls itself fire, would you?
An entity that would call itself fire?
Yes.
She stands up again to walk across to her desk. Well, if we're talking fire, then the fire plane, of course, is the most obvious of places.
Yes.
Itself, I would only assume an elemental of some form or description. Do you have any information of what type?
I'm asking because this entity has taken an interest in me.
An interest in you? Why would such a being from the plane of fire would have an interest in you?
It called me a vessel.
With that, she tenses up a little, and her face concentrates a little more. Are you sure the word was vessel?
I'm pretty sure, yes.
She walks across to the edge of the room, I guess, and puts a hand where you can actually see the visible ripples of whatever this force field is. Tell me, Mr. Weatherby, who is your teacher of the magic arts?
Names. Turning Brownlock. He was also known to many as the Rainmaker.
Yes, it was. He and I had known each other for some time. He was actually one of many who had been taught here. I was taught here along with him. Our teachings and our learning grew, and one part that we became more knowledgeable than others was the planes. Mostly the planes of primordial energies, the elemental planes. And with this, attention also grew to the stones that we now know as magicite stones. One thing that was of intrigue to us was the effects of being able to seal and store the energies inside the stones. One thing we were very interested in, and how this related to the magics of the world, the ones that we control ourselves as wizards. And with that, we had searched and did many tests to see how much of a similarity there were. One similarity was the potential of individuals being able to do the same ability as magicite stones. The ability to store, in essence. I had left him before he had finished any of his research on it, I being here as the headmistress. And I had yet to hear anything of his discoveries. It seems you may be onto part of his discovery. Or are part of his discovery. I do not know.
I think second thing might be the one.
There is testing to be done, but we can assume this. But
it's because among my after he died, I found something among my belongings, or his belongings, I'm not even sure, that made it possible for this entity to contact me.
how so?
I go into my backpack.
She turns around to see what you're doing.
Yeah. And I find the pouch with the stone in it. And I take the stone out of the pouch.
That stone, it has quite a magic power in it.
I found this And after I was just looking at it, and well, that night I heard a voice.
And this is the
And
voice that spoke to you. The voice that called you a vessel.
Yes.
Troubling.
Yeah, and I'm not sure, but it told me to open a door, which I did. And then I found myself looking into the fireplace. And this is where it then told me that I was its vessel, and that it is trying to escape from its prison. And it has
That
been
is-
haunting my dreams since.
Has it said anything else? Has it said where it is? Where it is?
It hasn't said anything. It's keep repeating the word soon, but when I was looking into the fireplace, I could in the distance of this image see the city of brass.
The city of glass. Brass. It is.
Yeah.
That is a well-known place. It is harbors many beings of the fire plane. Why it would be there? There can be many theories. You have yet to be there, no?
I haven't been to the fire plane now.
Good. This would require testing. Testing is required. Maribel was right to send you here. You will stay here for some time. There is much that needs to be worked out and tests that need to be run for us to figure out what it is and why it is connected to you and that stone you hold. Additionally, why your teacher was so involved with this. Damn it. If that is okay, I will arrange you bedding for the night and we can discuss this more in the morning.
I came here in search for help and answers, so I'm fine with this. I look back
Good.
at Ulan.
Where you go, I go.
She notices the Dragonborn coming out the door. Your companion, I assume?
Yes.
He is no wizard, though. He is
No.
from the monasteries, from the mountains.
The Temple of the Azure Dragon Eye.
I know of you. And of you personally.
You do?
They try to flaunt you whenever possible. A blue dragonborn coming into the mists. There are a few dragonborns, but You are no special dragon.
Oh, aye. Tell me something I don't know.
Mhm. If you're interested, I can tell you more. But that is another thing we can discuss. For today, you will go find your bedding, and I shall retire for the night. The sun
While we
is
are
setting.
while we are here, do you mind if we look into some other things? We
Oh.
did discover a few interesting things on our travels.
You're in the Grand College of Ghana. This is where all research is done. If you have something to learn, this is the place to be. And you, Miss Weatherby, are more than welcome to search the libraries for any information you require. And if you get assistance from any of my other students, I welcome that as well. Learning can be done with many an individual or a party.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Ulan bows respectfully.
I never caught your name, Dragonborn. I just know who you are.
Ulan Ulauva, but you can call me Ulan if you like.
Who gave you that name?
The temple, I suppose. I don't know who my parents are, so I presume they didn't name me.
They did. I am sure of that.
What? Ulan just frowns.
She turns away, watching the sunset, as the rest of you can see the sun disappearing across the horizon, as you're all actually looking west, which you guys aren't at the edge, but you can see a decent amount of the horizon. Well then, there is much to learn, and welcome once again to the Grand Arcanum College. The rest of you are in Mirabelle's office still, as they disappeared.
Well, Wilbur is sitting down the stairs. He see the light like flicker out the tower?
It wasn't even a light that you saw.
Probably not.
Yeah. But Ithamore, yeah. Ithamore and technically Saren. I imagine you said your greetings and then left to go find Wilbur.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Wilbur is down the stairs, sitting on the outside.
You do get.
Master Wilbur?
Sorry, Ithamore.
Yes,
you do
are
get
you
before
ready?
you. No, before you leave, Ithamore. Mirabelle does say though, if you do see Marcus in the town, please tell him to come back. Haven't seen him in quite a couple of hours, and he's been on edge for some time.
I will do, Lady May. Good day to you.
Thank you.
Side plot. Side quest. Like, no, we need to go.
No.
Can I get down to it?
Yeah, you
Wilbur,
find
but before we leave, we need to return the sickles we loaned from the armory. I'm sure
Sure, it's
They can
needed
do it.
at this point anyway.
we don't need them, and I'm sure they can do with any help they can get tool-wise here.
Yes. Let's head to the armory if it still stands. As we make way.
The armory, it's kind of standing. The second floor is
it
no more.
anyone there?
There's guards moving around, moving rubble out of the way, but yeah, there's people. One of them moving rubble is Gregor, so.
Oh, Gregor. Nice meeting you again. We have something to return to you.
Whoa. Well, if it's ain't you guys, good to see you. Managed to get out of there alive, I see.
Quite alive. But anyway, we're in a hurry. And Wilbur hands over the sites that he have. Because I think Wilbur that one had the sites.
Sure. Let me say you had all the sites.
Yeah. So we hand over the sites, or sickles, I guess. There. Okay.
Sickles or sides. They're completely different things.
Yeah, they're completely different things. I don't know why I said sides. You were like, yeah, that's sides.
I think I said sides earlier.
Oh.
I don't know why I said it.
Anyway, as we flumble with words, we're quite in a hurry. Contractors will be here in a max couple of days. But we need to hurry now. And Wilbur starts running outside.
Alright then. But good to see you.
If you see Marcus, tell him that the mayor is looking for him. She's a bit worried because he's disappeared. And she doesn't know where he's gone.
Yeah, I heard about that. Kid's gone walkabout, I bet.
Walkabouts? Do you think it's anything to be concerned over?
He probably just wants to spread his wings. Poor thing, stuck in that building all the time.
Maybe further in there. Not everyone likes the outdoors.
Probably.
Well, good day to you, sir. Just remember, keep an eye out for him, please.
Sure.
Goodbye, and I leave.
As you guys are walking back, Aaron, as you're doing all this to try and help whoever's injured, just give me a straight medicine check. Just to see how effective your presence has been.
Luck.
Apparently,
Luck.
Use your last luck. Oh,
a
yeah.
bit better.
That's the opposite. Yep. Nice. Okay. So yeah, you're doing an amazing job. Most of the people here aren't really trained in medicine, so you just being here, giving instructions is more than enough to help people start bandaging people up.
Yeah, we should probably start looking for Aaron before we leave.
You guys would have noticed the inn actually was segmented.
It's like a waiting line.
It's not really a waiting line. It's just there's tents, there's bedding laid out, and makeshift beds and such outside and inside the inn for injured people and such. You do see Aaron as you walk past, because you're going up the main street to go out the north exit, so you would have seen him anyway. Okay then, so yeah, you've done preserve life, which anyone unconscious is now conscious again, so, and that 1 HP is a lot for a villager.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't that their full HP?
They have like 5 HP.
Yeah, depending
Also,
on how strong they
Well,
are.
one thing is, if they are that badly hurt, is making them conscious such a good idea, because now they're going to be awake and in excruciating pain.
No, I would use it on the people that actually dying.
Yeah. Also, it does like
Yeah,
heal
that they
minor
don't die.
wounds. like really, really minor
Yes.
wounds.
So pain would go away, and also he would use it on dying people, so basically saving their life.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if like they're bleeding out, that's going even the minor wound healed is going to be still leaving them in a lot of pain.
Roll a 20, he can bandage people up,
User
okay?
disconnected from your channel.
Yep. Aaron dropped. Oh well. So you can't actually
No,
conversate with
fuck.
him. It's like you were about to conversate with him, and now he's gone. So we can wait for him to
User
come back.
entered your channel.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, he's back.
As I said, as I tell you people, he got a 20, he can bandage people up.
Okay.
If it needed.
5.
Wilbur will run over. I understand if you want to stay and help people, but we're leaving now. I don't know how you carry if you don't know how to walk. We're leaving now because the other people, Uland and Serafina, are already gone to the teleporty things. They're in the College of Arcana.
I will look towards Ethan more if he's there.
He should be the right side there.
Yeah. And I'll say he's telling the truth, but it is getting late, so we may not be able to start off from Woodfell anyway. It all depends on what you guys think.
If you go for the most of the evening, we should probably be there very late by the night if we scuttle. And housing in Woodfell wouldn't be so far. And if the farmhouse is still empty, we can lean it for a couple hours for sleep. But we need to hurry because I don't want to leave them alone. I just don't want to. We promised her to help her out. This is wrong.
No, Master Weber, my point was, if there was no point leaving Woodfell tonight, you might as well stay here and teleport in the morning, and throughout the night, Master Aaron and myself can help heal the citizens here.
Sounds good.
Good point.
But if we
Good
can,
point. I will do some tracking then to see if the perimeters are safe. At dawn, we meet at the tower then, and we'll basically walks off. And he turns around and hands over his backpack. If I'm not returning and map, I'm not gonna need it anyway. As Wilbur basically walks off into the night.
I shrug and I turn to Sarah and say, Sarah, would you be so kind as to go back to the mayor's tower and inform her that we're staying the night to help with healing, and we'll be teleporting first thing at first light?
Yeah, sure. I can do that. Right. Yeah.
And
At least you're not telling me to follow that guy.
I hand over his backpack and I go over to Aaron and start helping him.
Okay. Give me a medicine check as well. And
Guidance. You have guidance.
Guidance.
And then Wilbur, you can give me
Plus a D4.
Sorry?
Guidance plus D4, isn't it?
D4.
D4. And Wilbur, you can give me your tracking survival. 20. Yeah. You two are just working it. Like 24. Okay. Yeah. You head out into the night around the town, looking for tracks. Working it. Work that. So you were looking for tracks of people?
Kobolds, like running away kobolds. If any tracks of like, would it be like horses? Like, would it be bandits in the air? Like, because the town is like very fragile. Like now, I want tracks of everything that seems a bit fishy.
Okay.
And like he will walk through the night. He will not sleep. This is one of the times when we will be like, no, I need to do something or I'm gonna explode.
All right, give me a perception then. Technically it's at disadvantage because it's night now.
Well, he will have lights.
Okay. Okay, just normal. Okay. Are you two going to do anything else, or?
No, I'm just gonna help with healing people and tending to them.
So the
And,
night draws in.
I'll probably help with the tending to the dead and moving their mouths so they don't
Also-
spread disease and
Not that
prepare
other
them
people
for
would
burial.
know, I guess. But I did take my makeshift, basically my small kettle, and the things I need from my alchemy kit, like the things I can carry in my backpack. It basically took the small bag he'd have it in and just run off into the night with it.
Alright. So yes, the night draws in. You two do the best you can with everyone else that remains, and you rotate with some other people to make sure that any other people that are still wounded are kept an eye on. Even more because you don't sleep as much, you stay awake and assist a little bit more.
I stay awake too.
Oh, you stay awake as well? Okay then. Then you work through the night then.
Maybe not through the night, but
Doing like minor sleeping patterns. Helping where you can. Wilbur, you set out. You don't find any other tracks. You do notice some very sparse kobold tracks heading out in different directions.
Like it's scattered, it's not like concentrated as it was
Yeah,
before.
it's not even like groups. It's like one in a direction and another one in a different direction. Whatever remains there was is probably limping away or probably already dying in a bush somewhere.
Well, at midnight I will also, after chugging basically potions, he will create some more because that's the last I can do with my blink dog. No, yeah, because I couldn't get some dragon, things. So I'm gonna do with blink dog.
Oh, you're gonna make some potions. Oh, you're already out. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I've been 2 days awake now.
Yeah. Give me a alchemy roll then. Yeah. Okay then. Yeah, you make a good 8 vials with the
That's
blink dog blood. Yes.
cool.
You still got a little left. Yeah.
I do have 2 flasks of them, so
Okay. So you do that through the night. Patrolling, you don't notice anything else.
before dawn he will head back and basically sitting by the tower door before dawn.
You do notice some guards are also doing patrols around the outskirts. So they give you a nod as they walk past. As some even join with you for a few hours.
Yeah, having someone to keep me awake basically. He allows it. So.
Yeah.
Like if someone would see him, he's like a lost dog running around in the field.
Some of them give you some whiskey of some kind for the evening to stay a little warm. For the most part, the ones that are out actually inside, you guys get some hot food as well. It's not great, but it's pretty good for what they managed to muster here. For Ulahan and Serafina, you guys get pretty nice rooms for the evening. It's a little strange because pretty much everything here is magic. The bed is magic, the lamp is magic, the door is magically locked.
Most important of all, do we get a bath?
The bath is magic.
Are the
Awesome.
toilets magic? Are they like Japanese ones?
The toilets are actually also magic as well. So yes, yeah, like magic. The lid like magically opens. The water flushes out magically. The water in the
It's not
bath
like in the
warms
hot
up
air.
automatically from magic. Yeah, It's
You just snap your fingers and bubble off.
yeah, it's a little harder for Ulan because he's not magically attuned, but it still works for the most part. As the evening draws and you guys both go to rest, you both mostly have decent sleeps, although you do turn a bit thinking about what's going to happen tomorrow. Ulan, you start trying to get glimpses of 2 Dragonborns, but they have no face from what you can tell. And then they just disappear into dust before your eyes. Serafina,
I
me
hear
a-
voices.
give me a sanity roll.
God damn it. I don't wanna.
You don't want to.
Oh well.
Okay. Going to sleep. You're hesitant to even fall asleep. But you do, and you feel pretty peaceful, being in a building which you know is magically protected, and is secure. But you don't get too much sleep either, because thinking about what's going to happen tomorrow as well. And with that, we'll end the session.
What?
Yeah!
Holy shit, a lot happened.
Why does
Yeah.
random magic lady know about me?
Yeah, I was like,